Right, and welcome back to the Us Three podcast. This is a very, very special episode. I've been looking forward to this one, lads. Have you?
Yes.
Sort of.
Okay, well, as you can tell, we are back here with Johnny Chick and
Hello.
Josh Bailey. I think that's the way it'll be on the...
Oh, hi.
But yeah, we're here with Josh Bailey and Johnny Chick. You both all right, lads?
Of course.
Sort of. Again, sort of.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'd be better if I wasn't here. You know, could be playing some Malaga career mode, something like that. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Right, well, today is a very special episode because we have a guest. I know it's only episode 2, but we've managed to get a guest somehow.
We're just
she clearly hasn't watched this because she doesn't know how shit it is. So we've got her on. She is got a following of over 400k on TikTok. She's a Welsh nurse.
Woo! Oh my God!
Kristy Webley. Wait.
Yeah.
Kristy.
Wait, can't hear her. Did
Oh,
not
Connect to that audio.
Honestly, sort it out. God.
live shows.
The first ever guest, and she hasn't even got her audio on. The cheek of it.
Yeah, well, she clearly
Speaking of it.
Yeah, right,
Look at
enough of
Mickey
that.
Mouse.
Just,
Mickey Mouse.
well, if you just stay there and we'll just continue, and you know, you just sit there.
No, it's all right.
There you go.
Yes.
We got it. We got it.
Yes.
You all right?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, I'm not bad at you.
Yeah, good.
You already are.
Yeah, I know that was the intention.
You're
That
all
was
right.
the intention of what I did. You saw my face change.
You just said you're all right again.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, basically we've got Kristy on for the first guest. So you clearly haven't watched this absolute shit show of a podcast. We've just said that in the intro, but yeah, clearly haven't
Kristy,
seen
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How privileged are you feeling right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm feeling very privileged to be like, because am I right in saying I'm the first guest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm quite
Probably the
privileged.
first, probably like the last one as well. So just made the most of it.
Yeah. So
Make,
yeah,
make the most of it, yeah? So we're giving a solid 10. So 10 out of 10 on privilegedness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
solid 10.
Yes, let's go. Come
so
on.
you've spoken to Josh before. You've spoken to Josh on FaceTime. I don't think you've ever seen him before, have you? Though.
I mean, if we spoke on FaceTime, then she would have clearly
No, but
seen-
it was when you were on the Xbox and she was on FaceTime.
No, I see Josh's face.
You've seen Josh's
Yeah.
face, have you? Okay,
I've
all
seen,
right.
I've seen
All right,
Kristy's
God.
face.
All right.
Yeah.
And then this is, I don't know where he is on your screen, but Johnny's the other
This one. Hello.
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 So yeah, that's basically the introduction done. We're going to discuss the news. One main topic in the news story this week that we wanted to bring up because, quite frankly, it's quite funny. There was a 12-year-old boy this week who had to have life-saving surgery. Now that sounds pretty serious, but
Yeah.
when
Well,
you
it is. I mean,
Kristy seems very worried.
it is, but when you hear why he had to have life-saving surgery, that's hard to say. Life-saving surgery. That's quite hard to say. When when you have to have life-saving surgery for swallowing 54 magnets, that's not exactly the most ideal situation to be in. I mean, the lad managed to survive, so big up to the lad. That's why we're talking about it. We might take the piss out of it a bit, but it's just a bit stupid, really. Why on earth would you swallow 54? It wasn't even 54 big magnets. It was them little balls, you know.
they
them
look
little,
they look like Maltesers, but they're like
Yeah.
silver.
them little
bit
silver
weird.
balls.
I mean, I thought,
Your
why would
fairness.
you eat one magnet? You know, not 54.
Although it's like a case of go big or go home in it, really.
What he wanted to do was try and make himself magnetic. He wanted to see if he could make himself magnetic.
I mean,
And then he also said he wanted to see what it looked like when it came out the other end.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's what he said. So, I mean...
What do you think it would look like, though?
thing is, we've all been there. Oh, no.
Well, what do you think? What do you think it would look like?
No, we haven't.
That's it.
Yes.
We've all been there. We've all had a magnet. We've all gone. If there's 54 of these, like
I think, what would you want it to look like is the real question here.
You wouldn't be able to digest it. Your body wouldn't be able to do anything
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
why he wanted to make himself
It's
magnetic.
I think that's why he had life-saving surgery.
He should have just shit it out, really. Like, what's
No, he
the
couldn't.
life-saving surgery about?
No, he
Just
couldn't.
shit it
Surely.
out.
He couldn't because he wouldn't have passed
if
through the digestive.
if
I
he,
would have.
if he had a magnetic toilet, would it just be like all the way out? Is like or
Do you know what I picture, right? I picture him going into that life-saving surgery. I said this to you two last night, but basically I picture him going into that life-saving surgery, then cutting his stomach open and just getting one of them massive movie magnets and just putting it over his stomach just to get them all out.
Or they could have just got a fridge and just like it would have just connected, wouldn't it?
It depends.
Well, if it's a magnetic,
fridge magnet. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's like, yeah.
the normal magnets not connect to fridges then.
In all seriousness, like how old was he? Like 12? Was it 12, 13? Something ridiculous. Like that is mad. Well, no, but considering right in like if you think about like in primary school when you're doing like science experiments like that, they're boring. Like fair play to him for trying to improve them by sticking 54 magnets down his throat. Like,
Kristy, you're a nurse. Have you ever had to deal with something on that level?
No, not like that. No.
What is the weirdest
thing?
Yeah, what is the weirdest
silliest thing you've had to deal with?
I can't say because it's like patient confidentiality.
No.
I know. Sorry.
Well, anyway, basically, he went for a 6-hour operation, and actually, the nurse at that hospital said she deals with kids that eat magnets all the time. So,
yeah,
either one of you are lying.
If you haven't eaten a magnet, you haven't lived. Is what I say.
But
If you haven't eaten a magnet, you haven't lived.
I have a magnet.
You haven't eaten a magnet?
No.
What's wrong with you, mate? Seriously.
Well, I mean, if he ate it to try and become magnetic. So if you could eat something to try and have one superpower, what would you eat?
Oh, God, think of something quick and funny, guys. One sec.
Put you on the spot a bit, John. We haven't prepared for this at all. I just started asking.
I did something that would make me fly, like a really big helium balloon.
Oh, that's a good shout.
No, valid.
Yeah, that's a good
No,
shout.
fair enough. No. Do you know what? That's so hard. So out of context. No.
But yeah, it's gonna get clipped.
Broccoli.
Why did that come into my head as well?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Go on then, John. Go on then.
No. But you said I don't want it. That's weird. But it came into my head. You wanted it.
What?
I don't even
Broccoli
know
man.
Oh. Yeah.
That's what you said.
Broccoli. Well, I generally think if you became, I think that's a really good superhero.
What?
Broccoli man. No one likes broccoli.
Yeah, but that's not a superhero. It's a villain, mate.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I just think that's a.
See, this is what we mean, Kristy. This is why this podcast is a shit show because we end up going from a boy who swallowed 54 magnets to broccoli man. That's where we go from.
Yeah.
If you eat like a TV remote, I don't know. I'm just like saying because it's like, what would you become? Would you become the TV or like the TV
because
remote?
You can then control the TV. So
well, this is what I mean. You could just
surgery.
It's what?
John, eat the TV remote now.
Oh, sorry, yeah. See, this could be getting clipped if it's quite wide. So it will. If you want to subscribe for an OnlyFans version of this podcast, then potentially.
OnlyFans where you just eat TV remotes.
Well, I just swallowed TV remotes.
How much did you charge, John?
Well, I wouldn't be giving it to anyone else. If I'm eating a TV remote, I'm keeping all. We can start like a 7-day free trial if anyone wants. To be fair. Of me just
are we suggesting we do an OnlyFans version of this podcast?
No. Just.
Kristy looks like she would sign up. Look at that.
No, would you, for statistical wise, start from the bottom or like the top bit if you're eating this,
you're
or
nurse,
halfway? Like
what? That is the most mad question ever, Josh.
I don't know.
It's like saying he basically said to you, you suck TV remotes. So which end do you start from?
I mean, what way would you eat TV remotes? As like being a nurse, like what way would you reckon best? If you had to eat one,
surely one way it puts you in hospital, the other one is perfectly safe. So
yeah, I'd say if you go the battery end, you don't end up in hospital.
What? Does it have batteries in it though? Because that could.
I've always wanted to actually know something. I was having a discussion with someone last night about putting like when people have toasters in the bath, but you actually have to have it plugged in, don't you, to electrocute yourself?
Yeah,
who has a
toaster in the bath?
Who has a plug anywhere near their bath? And B, with like an electric toothbrush, if you put that in the bath, does that do the same thing if it's on?
I think it's anything electrical, anything with a cover through it.
It's waterproof though, because if you're brushing your teeth, it's gonna get wet.
Yeah.
That was mad again. I just did the hand action, and that worried it wasn't.
So if my electric toothbrush is on and it goes in the bath, is that just gonna like kill me? effectively.
No, I think your toothbrush would be waterproof.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because
Otherwise, when you're cleaning your teeth, you would get electrocuted.
Yeah.
Some people are clever.
If you're doing what?
Well, if you're cleaning your teeth and you get electrocuted. But I actually do have. You know, you were talking about the things you would eat, right? So there's this story, right? In year 3, okay, there was this rumor going around my school that if you ate grass, you turned into a cow. So I ate grass, hoping to turn into a cow.
Did you pretend to turn into a cow?
No. There was just a rumor that if you ate grass, you turned into a cow, and it was a serious rumor as well.
Did it happen once?
Unfortunately.
Did it happen to anyone?
Don't think so.
Okay.
How do you not know that
went missing? She could have turned into a cow. I'm not sure.
How do you not know that all the cows that are on the earth right now weren't just people who ate grass?
That's John.
Because really,
that's a good theory.
How do we know that all the TVs aren't people who've just ate one of these?
All the cows aren't grass, because otherwise Johnny would be a cow, not Johnny, Josh.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Maybe it's a particular bit of grass though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's if you're eating grass that a cow's like, urinated on, then you turn into a cow.
Maybe.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Gets bit by a spider.
Yeah, that'd be a good video idea.
There's only one way to find out, really, isn't there? I don't really want to.
Grass.
Can we move on to shit house of the week?
Yeah, let's move on to shit house of the week.
So
Kristy looks so excited. Look at her. She's just like.
So this.
I'm so proud of myself, though, that I haven't called her Kirsty, because I've been calling her Kirsty.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, he has. And then you should have seen how he spelt your name in the group chat the other week as well. It was.
CH.
He put CHRISTIE.
So bad.
No, John.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kirsty.
What's the worst spelling of your name you've had? Is that? Would you say that's it, or?
I've had loads. How did you spell
There's
it?
only a few ways you could really spell Kristy.
Well, no, because I've had JONNIE before.
Yeah.
And that shook me massively.
I've had Kirstine with a CH, and
Oh.
I've never seen a Kirstine.
Oh.
God.
That's poor. How do you spell your name in Welsh? Because you are from Wales.
Yeah, but I don't think my name is Welsh. I think my name's German.
Oh.
Yeah, but surely your name
Nice
can
hybrid.
translate into, because Wales have their own language, don't they?
Yeah, but my name in Spanish is still Kai.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not spelt like that.
Yes,
Well, surely it is.
No, it's not, because you have different letters in different languages.
I think names stay the same though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Well, moving on. Sorry about that.
when foreign people come to England, their name doesn't. Oh, it's like we're landed. I'm called something else now. Fucking get in.
Oh, yeah. So shit house of the week this week. Basically, for new people here, we might have some new people listening. Shit house of the week is where we no, probably not. Where we discuss. We probably won't have anyone from last time watching either. Really, let's be honest. But yeah, shit house of the week is basically where we nominate someone who's been relevant this week, who's done an act of the shithousery. So this week's
biggest shithouse of the week.
Can I have a biggest shout of the week, please? Thank you.
Perfect. Oh. Yes, brilliant. Right. So basically,
I felt like I was ordering something from a drive.
I was about to say, I felt like you were working at McDonald's.
So we've run out of them. Sorry.
Really underplayed your job there. No, really made it seem just not important.
Well,
so,
hold on.
This week's biggest shit of the week, Josh. Who have we nominated for this week's biggest shithouse?
Oh God. Wait. Do you want me to say all of it?
Yeah. Just reveal it in all its glory.
Oh no, I've forgotten. It was the bloke, wasn't it? That he worked at. You only told me once. So basically, this man, he went and got a scratch card. He paid.
Well, actually, Josh,
shut up.
Actually, shush. No, it's not.
No.
Me and Johnny have got our own shithouse of the week. This week's biggest shithouse of the week is Johnny Chick.
Why?
Well, Josh.
Well, let me just bring up my emails. One sec.
Johnny has become the biggest shithouse of this week because. Do you remember when we were on for people who are listening? Josh ordered a curry when the Super Bowl was on the night of the Super Bowl the other night on it.
Yeah. So it's a total on Uber Eats. So basically, backstory to this. Josh signed my email up for Uber Eats. There's a laugh, you know. I know you're all thinking, great prank. I know. So I get the emails of like the receipts. It doesn't go to my card or anything like that. So I got an email on Sunday going, thanks for your order, £28.70. I'm not going to, you know, say, well, it was just 2 curries, basically. Mango chutney, naan bread, nice choices. It came out at £28.70 with delivery
What
fee.
do you think of that choice, by the way, Kristy? Is that a good choice, by the way?
Yeah, respectable choice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
where the shithousery comes in.
I was about to say, this hasn't been very shithousery.
Oh, just wait, just wait, Josh.
I checked my emails when looking through this email, found out that a couple of days before, I was emailed saying your discount is still available. So you could have saved a whopping, we'll round it up, £8 on that curry. If
Did
I'd
you
have
use my discount?
No, but I didn't tell you about it, so you lost money. Unfortunately, you spent. I must admit, I didn't check the emails.
Technically, you lost my mum money.
What was his mum?
Oh, now
My mum paid for it.
Now we are in. Oh dear, this has gone awfully. So yeah, you could have got a 25% off that order.
You scammed my mum out of money. Technically.
Oh, this is how to turn the table.
It tells me though, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it is. I was going to say, to be fair, Kai put myself forward for the nomination. I was honoured. I was honoured, to be honest, to be put forward. And take the second
should
of
we just get my mum in and just tell her about that, John?
Actually, yeah.
I'll level with you. I didn't see the discount until you ordered it. So
should I get my mum in?
If she wants to, I don't know.
We'll save that for the special episode that we're doing in a few weeks.
All right, she's not going to be happy, John. I feel like I want to get her.
That's when we can address it. No, that's when we can address the beef between John and Mum.
That's true. But you confirm to Josh's mum, who may be watching this, maybe not. I did get the email about the discount, like after the. I basically checked
this now, mate. You've done what you've done.
I checked the discount after the thing was made.
You've done what you've done. Have you ever been scammed, Kristy?
No, I can't say I have.
You're not?
No, I don't.
Have you, Josh?
Oh, nearly once.
Was that when you got phoned and then you went up to your mum and you like clicked all those buttons? I remember this.
I think me and John we were playing cards or something like that, and I get this call from Amazon Prime, and I'm like, "It's hello, we are Amazon Prime." I should have known by just a singular tone, you know. I was like, "Hello, we are Amazon Prime. Your Amazon Prime account will be cancelled if you do not click 1." So I clicked 1. And then I tell my mum comes running down the stairs. She's like, "Dude, did you just click 1? Do not click 1. It is a scam. They will have access to everything." So yeah, she got really angry at me.
Did they get access to everything?
Huh?
Did they get access to everything?
No, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not.
So
you want to scam your mum as well?
not.
I mean, I've been scamming your mum since day one now, but you know, you wanted to scam your mum in all this. We can work together, I guess.
Have you two ever been scammed?
I don't think I have personally.
I've evidently scammed someone, but
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, you've scammed my mum.
Can't say I've been on the other end of it. You know, that's what us scammers do.
I'm gonna say I think I'm not smart enough to press 1 actually when someone tells me to press 1 on the phone number.
I didn't think about it. I would
Different
so
breed.
I wouldn't think Amazon Prime would do such a thing.
You know, they prey on just those, people who really shouldn't be clicking 1, but they do.
Was that the shithouse of the week, by the way? So
It was, yes. Johnny's the shithouse of this week.
I'll take it, to be fair. Thanks,
that
guys.
was poor from you, mate.
Thanks, everyone.
That was a terrible shithouse of the week.
Do you make? Well, anyway, the nomination that we.
Oh yeah.
No.
Talk about that as well. So basically, the man. What happened? So the man basically who was nominated for Shit Hours a Week, but who was Shit Hours a Week until Johnny took it off him. Basically, what happened was he went into this man went into a shop with a lottery ticket or a scratch card. And they have to be put through that. I don't know if you avid scratch card buyers, but if you win it on a scratch card, you have to pop it through a machine and it tells you if you've won money by the cashier. So the guy gave him the scratch card and he put it through the machine and it went bling and made like a noise like, "You have won." And then the guy went, "Oh my God," he goes, "You'll never guess what." And he was like, and the guy was like, "Nah," he goes, "You're joking." He goes, "You're winding me up. I don't believe you." And then the cashier was like, "No, effing this, effing that. You can't believe it. Come, have a look. And so the guy had a look at the screen and he'd won £1.45, which was incredible because that man's face, I won't be to put the video in because it'll be copyrighted or whatever, but it's basically on Reddit. If you want to find it, just go find it. And he basically, when he looks at the screen, his face is just absolutely distraught. Me and John watched it last night and we were creasing. It was hilarious.
It's the noise. The noise is so like exaggerated. It's like,
Yeah, I know,
it's like just one pointless or something, and then like you just get absolutely ruined by like one. I mean, £1. It's a win. It's not like
I'd take that. I'd take £1.
£1.45. It was £1.45, mate.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Yeah,
there's me thinking it was £1, but £1.45.
I know.
Is that like?
Hubba Bubba?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's the shout. To be fair,
Favorite flavour of Hubba Bubba?
Okay.
Apple, the green
Apple,
one.
Yeah, apple.
No, I like the strawberry one.
I'm with Kristy. You sickos! What is wrong with you?
You sickos.
Yeah, you sickos.
Oh, that's so road, man. Oh my god.
Roadman Welsh person. Anyway, yeah. So if you could buy anything with £1.45, lads, what would you buy?
Couple match attacks. To be fair,
could you even get a couple of match attacks nowadays?
I think. To be fair, I think you can get one and then save the 45p to put in like an investment. Business Rome wasn't built in a day and all that, so got to start somewhere.
What would you buy, Kristy? £1.45. What would you go and buy from the shop for £1.45? Oh, what?
Mercados.
Oh, them like stick things. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Like them Mercado, what they're called. Have you seen them? They're like.
I was gonna say, to be fair, I was nodding my head, but in my head I was like, "What the is that?"
What? Sorry, please.
Do you not know what Mercado? I'll put a photo of Mercado on screen, but I'll show you guys now.
Get her to explain. She can explain.
Like a thin breadstick dipped in really nice chocolate.
Oh, what in the blue packet?
Well, like matchsticks.
No, they're not blue. They are a bit like matchsticks, but with bread and chocolate.
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, right.
I swear it's in a blue and white packet.
No, it's a white packet, isn't it?
White, yeah, white with like black writing and like red on it.
Yeah, I found it.
I haven't got a clue. Oh yes, yeah, the white, yes, the really long thin thing with like the little bit thinner chocolate at the top.
Yeah.
How do you spell it, Kristy?
Mikados.
I mean, I know what it is.
Oh, that's why I butchered it. I put Micer. That's what I went with.
Plastic Mercados.
Yeah.
Oh, and I know what you mean.
Basically, Kristy, we wanted to talk to you. As we've mentioned before, you are a student nurse and you do work endlessly, and we appreciate you coming on because we realise you have been on a shift today. So big up.
Last night at like.
Nah. So yeah, Josh nodded his head. Josh was like, yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to talk to you and ask you a few questions about that. Like, what has it been like? 'Cause obviously, you've done nursing before COVID and during COVID. What has been the biggest difference and the biggest challenge?
All the PPE.
It's what?
All the PPE.
Oh, like with the stuff on your face and stuff.
Yeah, like it just like.
Oh, sorry.
It's not too bad. Like if you wear glasses, it is awful because all that happens is I wear, obviously, like anyone who has glasses will know the struggle of wearing a mask with glasses anyway. If you are then going to wear a visor as well, it just all steams up. It's horrible. You can't see anything. I actually don't know how they expect you to like function when everything's just steamed up. So you can't see, and then the actual PPE for it is like this like big blue gown with like a surgical hair mask. I think I was snapping your photos in it the other day, Kai. They just make me look really ugly. I have such like a baby face as it is. So like, I just look really like chubby in it, and then like I look like an 11-year-old boy, like just walking through like the theatre corridors, and everyone's just like, and I'm like, I can't qualify.
Is that an 11-year-old boy? What's doing here?
And then some guy with and then some guy with some magnets comes in his throat, and you're like, oh, just piss off.
Oh dear. So yeah, obviously it's it's not.
What are you at? So are you a trainee nurse then, Kristy, or are you? Like
so I'm second year into my nursing degree, and there's 3 years.
Okay. What has it been like with COVID then, like personally for you? So like put aside the PPE, would you be like dealing with like COVID patients and things like that?
Yeah, I have done. Yeah, it's been okay. Some things have been quite hard to watch. But I think it's developed me as like, a nurse in, you know, my little progress and everything on becoming qualified. So in a way, you know, I'm thankful to be, I'm someone who likes being thrown at the deep end anyway. It's been quite hard I think for student nurses, it's been really hard environment to learn in, because our mentors and stuff kind of treat us as like a spare pair of hands and stuff, not because they want to or that's what they want to do or whatever, simply because it's so busy. There's so many people with COVID and they purely like just don't have the time, unless you're on like a night shift or something. There's just no time in the day, you know. It's kind of just like get everything done. You know, and I think that's just part of doing a degree in the pandemic anyway. I think anyone doing any degree is suffering at the moment with Zoom and everything. You know, there's not really much we can do about it. And effectively, I am lucky in a sense that I can leave my house and go to work. So,
what has the strain been on like you as a person and as like a nurse? Because I'm assuming like the work toll has been a lot, like you said, thrown into the deep end. It must be very stressful at times.
I have worked 13 days in a row.
Jesus.
I am really tired. I worked 60 hours one week, which was last week. Yeah, it's just, I'm really tired all the time.
I know, because I know we spoke off camera a couple of days back when you were doing your night shifts. What kind of like strains does that put on you, and is it any different at all?
It's horrible. It's hot. Right.
I can imagine. Is it how does it differ from a more like a day shift to a night shift? Like what differences do you see?
Okay, the light is one, because
in a night shift, at the end of the day, it's night.
Yeah.
There's no sun. There is a moon.
Incredible.
The world's fascinating, isn't it? Really?
You are essentially like going against your natural body clock. So you're trying to do like medication and stuff. And for me, I love my sleep and I don't get along with it at all. So in the night, like a few other people experience it how I do, but some people get along with them really well. So I'm not speaking for everyone. For me though, my whole spine kills. My tummy, I get a really bad tummy, I get a really bad headache, and I just feel as though I've drank. I feel as though it's like 2 days after I've drank like a litre of vodka in one go. Like that is genuinely the only way to describe it. Like your eyes just go really heavy, you have a massive headache, your stomach hurts, your whole back aches. All in all, you just want to go home.
Yeah. Is there like do you almost feel like a bit of a sense of like, not like reward out of it, because I can imagine it does feel pretty, like you say, rough, but like if you like in a pandemic, does it almost feel like not like a privilege, but like you almost like playing a massive part in saving a lot of people's lives?
Oh, I thought you were going to say about like night shifts. I was going to say the best part about night shift is driving home.
No.
You're going to sleep.
No. In terms of like working in like a pandemic, do you almost get like that feel like of like not like, is it not exactly privilege, because like you're working,
isn't it?
gratitude, like sort of like
yeah, it's nice. Like I feel like when I come home every day, I feel like I've done something constructive. And I feel like, you know, pleased that I've helped out and stuff, because I don't just work as a student nurse. I also go in as a healthcare assistant at the moment, because obviously I can't go in as a qualified nurse. So I do, like I said, I work 60 hours the other week. A lot of those hours are optional. So 37.5 of those hours would be unpaid. And then I did overtime as a student last week. I think I did 48 hours as a student, so that's all unpaid. But at the same time, like the NHS is paying for my degree, so I kind of like, you know, and then the other hours are paid. But like I said, like I don't know, it's hard, but I feel like I'm doing good for the world. And obviously into nursing, I want to help people. I hate the fact that people are in this state. At the start of lockdown, I wasn't qualified enough to go out into the field and help people anyway. So it absolutely killed me, like being at home, like not being able to do anything. But now that I'm qualified enough to go out and help whenever I want, wherever I want, that I think that's why I work so much. I'm giving myself a week off this weekend. because I'm dying.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I optionally work so many hours, because I can't bear to like think people are suffering. There's wards that are understaffed, and I'm just sat here like living my best life, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. There's obviously the. Oh, have we lost her?
No.
I thought you'd gone. I thought you'd gone.
10%, did you say?
Yeah.
That's fine, right? Okay. So basically, there might be some people listening to the podcast who want to get into nursing or want to get into doing what you're doing. And obviously, I know you're only just starting, but you have been a healthcare assistant and you have helped out. What advice would you give to someone who's wanting to start or wanting to start out? What would you give is there anything advice you can give or?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want,
I mean, it'd be a bit thing if like she's a training nurse. She can't give any advice.
You can't have my job. Stay away.
I just rocked up to hospital one day and was like, "Can I be a nurse?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
So if you want, so I'm doing the degree pathway. There are other pathways you can take, but personally, I think this one's the most like focused, and I think you'll get the most out of doing the degree. But I would say do a year as a healthcare assistant, so you can focus on like getting basics on the ward and stuff, like, you know, generally just like dealing with patient care, or like even just in an elderly person's home or whatever. And then you either need 3 A levels or you can do an access course. To be honest, I would probably do the access course, because I did A levels, and I found that when I started writing, I did chemistry, math, biology A level, and when I started doing essays and stuff, I really struggled because it's like so different to the A levels I did anyway. So I would do the access course, and yeah, provided you get the good enough grades and stuff, you're basically in. They're not really keen to decline people for nursing anyway, because everyone's just understaffed. As long as you're showing that you want to help people and get experience. I have work experience in a GP surgery, and where else did I do? I can't even remember. It was such a long time ago. I did loads of work experience, but get loads of work experience, because that's what the unis love, because they want to see that you're like taking it upon yourself to volunteer and help people. Yeah, that's the advice I would give.
Have any of you guys got any question about the nursing, or should we move on to another topic?
No, I mean, just thank you.
No, yeah, thank you
I'm
for
not
everything
normally
you
a
do.
serious person, but thank you for like everything you're doing for Wales. I'm saying it like, but I am generally being serious. I just struggle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Of course, but yeah.
No, but seriously, thank you.
Moving on to another topic. We want to talk to you about TikTok and TikTok beef. Now, there's been obviously a lot of controversy recently. I don't know if Josh and Johnny will be that into it, but me and Kristy will.
Well, my Sainsbury's TikTok again. I'm a TikToker. Sorry, Karen.
Have you seen John's Sainsbury's TikTok, Kristy?
No.
Okay,
stop going on about it. It's so annoying.
You're one of few who haven't seen this, but no, I'm joking.
So yeah, basically, I just wanted to ask you, what is your opinion on just TikTokers beefing in general, and do you think half the time it is real? Because, well, I mean, a lot of the time it is just to bring views in, and me and you know more than anyone. So I mean,
you want to talk about like what you two did or not? Do you want to
Nah, I mean. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So the specifically recently with that, is it Josh Leslie who was like really rude to people on lives? Is that what his name is, or am I getting someone else? Am I getting mixed up? The blonde kid.
I don't keep up with all of it. I just think with all this online stuff, I think people being bored in lockdown, people's mental health is bad enough as it is without everyone kicking off on social media. And I just think it's really toxic. There's literally, I'm seeing people firsthand just die in hospitals. There's people who can't, in hospitals at the moment, they can't have visitors, people can't see their families. There's bigger things going on in the world. There's people who have been in accidents and can't use their legs anymore and stuff. Do you know what I mean? There's bigger things going on in the world. It's ridiculous. People are beefing over tiny things. I can understand situations like that one between Fiddy and that other girl who, where he accused
very serious topic, wasn't it? That one.
Like that was disgusting. She ruined his life, and that was disgusting. Stuff like that. Okay, that's worth having beef over. But to be honest, you can see when things actually affect people, because Fiddy never really openly spoke about it that much. Like, yes, okay, he said he defends himself here and there, but like you could see he was struggling because he was silent about it. That's what real stuff is, you know. Everything else on there, I'm not saying that, you know, people aren't affected by it, because I know they are, but what I'm saying is that there's bigger problems. And I think
not when like someone insults someone else's cat, and they're like, don't insult my cat, and then they get into a massive beef. It's like, you're chatting shit about my cat. I'm like, I didn't say anything about your cat. And then there's this massive argument about this one cat, and everyone's getting really angry and really annoyed. I'm like, shut up about your cat. Yeah, sorry.
Have you been hurt by a cat before, Josh?
I don't like cats.
Okay. Well, anyway, with the Fiddy drama, for me, I think things like that, though, because it is serious drama, and you say it's...
That was like illegal allegations.
Yes, that shouldn't be on the internet. That shouldn't be public knowledge. That should have been between if it was real, which we now know it's not.
Should have made a court case about it if it was real.
And the fact that she didn't, is why I defended Fiddy from the start. I always said it's a bit dodgy, because if it was real, she wouldn't have posted about it, and she would have gone to the police straight away.
Yeah, exactly. When people are emotionally affected by something, they won't post it all over social media.
Exactly.
She did it for clout.
Yes, and what made me laugh is when she got exposed again, allegations allegedly exposed. She then went out and said, "I'm on the phone to the police now." Why didn't she ring the police when it first happened? It was just she was trying to dig herself out of a hole. This isn't beef towards her. I'm not trying to side with Fiddy. I am not trying to side with her. I'm literally giving an unbiased opinion. I think if it was serious, it should have been on the internet. She should have gone to the police straight away. And Fiddy, if it was real, again, it's now been shown that it's not. But if it was real, he would have been reprimanded in the right way. Been removed from the Mouse London, which is now the Icon House. But yeah, do you think he should get put back in the Icon House now? I know obviously it'll be a bit about the room, but
the Icon House should have looked into it a bit more before they kicked him out. They all jumped board. They didn't want to be surrounded with his name, and none of it was true. I think it's ridiculous. I think, you know, you can't take... I don't know how old Kristen is. She's obviously underage.
She's 16 now. She's 16 now. She was 15.
You know, she would have been 15 at the time. You can't base things... A boy's whole career and life...
It was gone on it. It was gone.
On a 15-year-old girl's opinion. I'm sorry, but without further investigation and evidence... You can't do it. And if the screenshots, because when they staged or something.
Yeah, so apparently she edited them, and then obviously then it came out of a screen recording of her saying to someone else who I'm not aware if it was or if we even know who it was. There was a screen recording that said, "Yeah, I just switched a few of them around and changed my age and stuff," which that is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
As a male,
I'm to do that. People are dying in the world.
Yeah.
Your time.
Yeah,
that should be like a criminal offence to, because you think I'm not saying it's double standards, but like certainly if like, I mean, it's a man or a woman, if anyone's accused of anything like that, it tarnishes their whole career, especially if like him, he's someone in the public eye. It's like,
well, she had more followers than him, didn't she? Which was what I never understood about it all. Why did she pick him? That's what I didn't get about it all. But
why would she pick anyone? Do you know?
Exactly.
Like it's, I don't know, it just complete tarnish. And if it didn't come out to be, if nothing was proven innocent, or if it wasn't proven that it was wrong, people would still believe it, and he would grow up, and his kids would grow up to be known. It's horrible.
It's also scary how easy it is for her to edit and make it look like he said that.
Yeah,
that is very scary, because that, for me as a male, I know obviously the allegation of, if it's true, but by making that allegation, she is taken away from everyone who has suffered from that type of assault.
It is a criminal charge, because there's this thing where if you deface someone's reputation, you can
defamation, isn't it? We learned about it yesterday.
It's personality defamation of personality.
Defamation of character, yeah.
So you can, and I don't know about many other beef things on TikTok. This sounds really like weird me saying this, but I don't go on TikTok.
No, I don't anymore. I found that as well. The last few weeks I don't use it.
I don't have time, but from all the beef I know about, that's the only thing I've ever gone, yeah, okay, that's worth talking about.
And going from that, Kristy, obviously you're saying don't go on TikTok. What are your own plans for your TikTok career as well? Because obviously it's not, nursing's definitely a priority.
Yeah.
But like, what is the plans for the future with it? Do you know, got any plans?
To be honest, I don't know. My TikTok, I just go on there and I post whatever I like and I have a bit of fun with it. I don't bother doing like many brand deals or anything anymore because, to be honest, I don't want a career with TikTok.
No.
And TikTok just makes me happy. I think I've got, at the moment, I've been doing a lot more like TikToks with the captions and everything. I've been like spreading awareness about different things and whatnot. And I think, to be honest, that's how I'm going to use my account from now on, because there's better things in the world. And, you know, there's a lot of things that I was unaware of going on. Like I didn't know like this symptom and that symptom for multiple diseases and stuff and cancers and everything. And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, what if I don't know? Imagine how many people also don't know. So I thought, you know, I've got like a good like 4.5k, not 4.5k, 450. I don't know. I got just under 500,000. So I just thought, do you know what? I've got this big platform. I'm going to do something constructive with it instead of sitting on there and
use your platform for good.
Well, because I've always said to you, Kristy, that you'd be good on YouTube. And I know it's not something you want to go into, but I do think that you would be quite good at YouTube and doing stuff like that. I think people, especially during this time of the pandemic, will be interested to see, like us talking about it now with the nursing, but I think they would be interested to see like what a life of a nurse is like, even if it's just one video to show what you actually go through. I know obviously you can't film at work, but like you getting up in like for a night shift or even something like that, I think a lot of people would take to that, I think, during a pandemic.
I think I was thinking about doing something like that, like because they do get, you know, there are these times where you get like a spoke week elsewhere and stuff and you've got to go over your hours and stuff. And I was thinking about the week I did 60 hours, I was thinking about vlogging it.
Because you did the mini one for TikTok, didn't you? Which was quite funny, which was quite good.
Night one, I tried to make it funny, but in reality,
it was quite funny. I thought it was funny.
Thank you.
Which means it wasn't funny. Guys' humour's terrible.
To be fair, my humour hasn't come out in this podcast yet. I haven't done a crap joke yet, so...
Well done,
slander it.
Thanks. Well, you should have seen it in the last 2 podcasts. I've been absolutely ruined because I've done 2 really bad jokes. So anyway, should we move on to our final segment?
I mean, I've got one last question.
Oh, go on then, yeah.
I mean, Kai was telling me that you have a lot of Mexican followers.
Is it Mexico you blew up in?
Yeah.
Can you speak a word of Spanish?
No.
Is that quite cool though? Like being like blowing up in Mexico and having like.
What if should we go on holiday to Mexico? Should we go on holiday to Mexico and see if anyone recognises you?
Let's do it. So it was when my account was quite small. But I don't know. I did. It was
the video, wasn't it? It was that one video that blew up.
That had like 32 mil views or something. And a lot of it was UK, but a lot of it was Mexico. So I have like a few like, I don't know.
Because I remember when we used to go live together back in in the early days when we first used to like speak, when we first got in touch. We used to go live and I used to watch your live on an iPad just to see and the comments were just like all Spanish. And I was like, how would you even reply to them?
I didn't. I just sit there.
Have you ever been recognised in
I was going to say, have you ever been recognised in public?
Yeah.
That's mad.
I had my hair in like a ponytail and a mask on and stuff. It just didn't look like me at all. Cause I just like got out of bed and stuff. I was like, oh. I went to Tesco to get. I can't remember what I went to get. I think I was getting like mango or something. And
that ordinary Tesco's trip to get mango. Just wakes up and think, you know what?
Why are you going to Starbucks? Why are you going to Starbucks?
I've got a Starbucks before. I have, you know.
Okay.
How much do you like spend on Starbucks?
Don't ask her that. Don't ask her that. You don't want to know the answer to that. Go on. How much?
So I used to go to Starbucks like 3 times a day, and a drink is like 4 quid, so that's like 12 quid a day. So I don't know if you want to do the maths, but
shall I do it for you? 12 quid a day. That's 4 quid a week. So 12 quid a day times that by 31. That's £372 a month, which actually turns out to be £4,464 a year.
Yeah.
It's all right. Water under the bridge, mate.
Oh, it's on Christmas though, so you get a 12 quid back there.
Yeah.
If you're addiction to Starbucks, it's fine.
I do, but it's less now. I don't.
You know.
Yeah, no, because it was making me really podge.
Okay.
So
Well.
I cut back. I did cut back a lot. And I started running,
All
which
right.
was just weird for me because I don't do like that.
What is running?
Exactly.
Moving my legs fastly. What?
So yeah, should we move on to the final topic of the board? Should we let Kristy go first just in case her phone dies?
Yeah.
So basically, for new listeners, sorry, Josh, I thought you were going to say something. For new
I
listeners,
was going to say we should just go to Mexico and drive around the bus with Kristy's face in it and see what happens.
yeah, see what happens. Yeah, a bit expensive, but yeah, see what happens.
That's her!
So the board, basically with the board, for new people listening, if we have any new people listening, the board is a weekly segment where we all nominate one thing. It can be absolutely anything as long as there's a reason why we nominate it. So it could be something that's happened to you in the week. It could be something you hate. And as we're talking about it and we nominate it, a graphic will come up on screen. I will do that in the edit. Obviously, we can't see that now. But yeah, so basically this week's nominations. Last week was Josh nominated thin toilet paper because of his experience with scabbard toilets. Johnny nominated. What did you nominate, John? You nominated. Oh, the
Grammarly advert. Specifically, the advert. Wait, Kristy, have you had problems with Grammarly adverts? Do you have them or not?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones. Sorry, Karen.
And I nominated Malawi, the country of Malawi, because a man died from an extreme orgasm in Malawi last week. So this week's nomination, Kristy, do you want to go first? What have you prepared to nominate for the board?
I was just going to nominate the concept of contact lenses because I've always thought it was quite weird. I use contact lenses.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was quite weird, like how you just like put something in your eye.
How do they work?
So
He doesn't know.
They scare me
we're
so
going on
much.
an adventure, lads. We're going.
Yes.
I'm not actually going to get one out and show you because I feel like that's wasteful.
Okay.
But so you have like this little thing.
Yeah.
But that's not one, is it?
The contact
Oh,
lens.
John.
I was going to say.
Yeah, that is that. No, that's like
In it. Yeah,
But your eye's smaller. Sorry, no.
You thought you put the metal thing, like the plastic thing, in your eye?
No.
No, John.
That was a sympathy. Sorry, no.
That's it,
Carry on.
You open it up, you get a contact lens out, and you hold your eye open like that, and you just pop it in, and you literally.
I did not like that.
I just
see John's face.
When I just see people have actually asked me like, oh, can you just put this in my eyes? No, no. Like you should be like a sign like I've used contact lenses so people know who to go to, that sort of thing. Because I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't put them in myself. I've tried to put them in for that Halloween, and I couldn't do it.
Before, and I had to literally. So when you fall asleep in them, the longer you wear them, the drier your eyes go, and if you're sleeping, your eyes go dry in your sleep, and it literally stuck to my eyeball. I had to peel it off, and my eye was.
Good job, you're a nurse then.
Space.
It was bloody ringing.
It's not for me.
That is
I mean,
grim, so.
I feel like that's really like your fault. You know.
It was
Don't
my
fall
fault.
asleep. Also,
know.
just get better eyes as well.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
I don't have that problem.
You just put Specsavers right out of business. You are.
I should just try harder and be able to see things.
Yeah.
That I feel like I'm disappointed that.
So have you got them in now, Kristy?
No, so I'm short-sighted, so I can see close up, so I can see everyone.
Okay, all right.
I'll wear my glasses if I'm in work or something. Yeah. We work really long shifts. I'll just wear my glasses in work because I merely can't wear contacts that long.
Yeah.
And I'm short-sighted, so I can't see far away.
Right.
So say if I needed to see something.
You just said I'm short-sighted. I can't see far away.
No, yeah, that's how it works.
Correct,
Is that how it works?
Yeah. I always thought that was weird. I always thought it was weird, but yeah, it is how it works. Yeah.
If you're short-sighted, you can see what's close up. So what you are is what you can see. So if you're long-sighted, you can see far away, but you can't see close up. And then you need reading glasses.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So Josh has had another mayor on this podcast for today.
So confusing.
Josh, do you want to name what is your nomination for the podcast? For the board
The chasers from the chase.
Okay. Why?
Dum, dum, dum.
Because they are some of the worst people in the world.
Oh, poor man.
Because, mate, have you seen the way they celebrate when they deny a children's charity £10,000? I've never seen such like happiness and excitement.
That's a fair point, actually.
Like they get like honestly, like when they deny. So for like, so it's not for the main ones, but for the celebrity version ones. When like celebrities, when they stop the celebrities, you think about the concept of it. It's really messed up. But not even the Chasers, all game shows.
Yeah.
Like when like they fail and like, you know, there's that game show. It's like, yeah, you've lost. And it's like, you've just denied like a children's charity or some sort of charity a lot of money there.
Yeah, fair point.
I just think it's a bit.
Which chase is your favourite?
Do you
have a favourite?
I like the Beast. Yeah, the Beast. Mark.
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's
true.
only that's the only
him
one
or
I
Ran.
know.
Either him or Ran.
Anne Haggerty's
Anne Haggerty's incredible.
What
She
about
was in
nice.
Am Celeb, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Who's your
So
favourite Chaser?
my nomination for this week is just something I feel like what?
Doesn't matter. I asked her her favourite chaser was, and
Oh,
you didn't say it, and then you just moved on.
Sorry.
No, it doesn't matter now. I don't care.
No. It's all right because they go on much.
I don't care.
I didn't watch it.
Okay,
I
well,
don't think
she's
I have time
from a
to
foreign country. She doesn't know what it is.
You just
The Welsh version.
offended a whole country, right? That'll
She has, the
That'll
Welsh,
do.
she has the Welsh version.
What would the Welsh version be of the Chasers? Just loads of sheep.
Wow. I wondered how long it was going to be. But actually, you've lasted longer.
Oh,
than I
can I ask a question? How many times do you get said like, "Oh, were you in Gavin and Stacey?" Do you get that a lot? Because
I do. I don't get.
you don't.
It's in Wales. People in Wales aren't going to say that to people in Wales.
No. But like you sound like Stacey or something. Do you get that a lot? Like, not at all.
No.
Really? Oh, I was going to say you sound like Stacey from Gavin. Anyway, so carry on, Carl.
Cheers for that, John.
No worries.
Good bit, John. So
John.
my nomination is something I feel like I had to talk about this week because obviously you lads know what I'm going to nominate because I've been non-stop talking about it. Coldplay.
Oh.
I'm nominating Coldplay because
Of course.
of course. Well, I wonder. It was the second episode, so I had to nominate them at some point. Basically, this week they are. They haven't announced, but there's rumors going round that they are making a new album. They officially trademarked a name, which is the Music of the Spheres. I can't really say it, but the Music of the Spheres.
Oh, we've just been fined £10,000 now because of you.
Why?
Because you said Music of the Spheres.
No, you have to say
trademarked
it.
it.
You want someone trademarks something, it doesn't mean you're not allowed to say it.
That's a good point.
So yeah, they basically trademarked it for an album name and everything you need for a tour, which gets me excited deep down in my heart because all I want to see is Coldplay live. So yeah, that's my nomination for this week.
It'd be real shit ass if you don't get tickets.
Do you know what? It'd be even bigger shithousery if it's not even an album.
Be weird if we got tickets and you didn't.
Oh, they don't. No.
Or if we like bought the whole thing.
That's a really good plan. Me and John are trying to buy tickets.
No, we're gonna buy the whole O2 arena. We're not gonna have any money left. We're gonna buy every venue, but as long as you don't get to go, then that fills me with some.
But also, that Coldplay concert is gonna be amazing when there's just you two in it.
No, I'll tell Josh. I'll buy your mum a ticket. I'll save that curry. Save that curry.
Ticket.
Your
John, finally,
nomination?
what's your nomination, mate?
I've chosen escalators. More importantly, just like not like airport ones, although they are cool. I just wanted to get in like the tube station or shopping centres because I thought the amount of social interactions people have on there are mental. Like, who decided the rule that on the left-hand side you walk up and on the right you don't? Is that a thing? I don't know. Is that a legal rule, written rule? Who knows? And especially when you're walking up left and then on the right someone's staying and then you both get there at the same time and there's like room for one of you. I've never really witnessed tension like it.
Also, have you ever tried to like high five someone as you go past them on the other way?
No,
yeah, and then you hit the stop sign and then all the sirens go off. It's not fun. Not fun at all.
To be fair, I find escalators very scary.
I can't step. Getting back on them to go down, that is another story.
Have you ever run, like walked up the
down?
down?
The down. Yeah, I've tried. It's hard, you know.
Kristy?
It's hard.
You strike me as the type of person that would do that, Josh.
Who?
You.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It's so much fun.
Wouldn't surprise me if you'd gone up that way more times than the normal way, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, who says you can't?
Well, this is the thing. What's the written rule? Like, when you're going up the escalator or down, because you can go both ways. You've surely left it to the last minute as to when you can get off and see when it trips you up.
Diced with death.
Yeah, it's a great game. You're putting yourself with the devil at that point. But
you're thinking that's the most dangerous thing we've ever done. You're thinking if I don't step off at the wrong time,
exactly.
Right time,
no, but yeah, can you imagine if you don't get off at the right time? Then the next person and then it's just like
everyone is
domino effect.
But did you see the video that went viral this week? Did you see the video that went viral of this week of that man on the?
Or was it the Sainsbury one where he goes up and then he stops? I mean, it's quite sad.
Yes. Oh my god, that was. I'm pretty sure that was at my local Sainsbury's.
Was it?
Yeah, that was my local Sainsbury's.
But when the guy stopped and fell over and his shopping trolley went, and then
the woman behind, and then the woman, and then the woman behind them was like, "Well, I can't do anything now. I'm just gonna have to go." And
she just falls on top of him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is what I mean.
It's slow motion as well. It's like she doesn't want to, but she just accepts.
She falls down the gap as well. It's like there's like a little gap on the side.
Yeah, she's just like, this is my fate now. It just falls over.
There's nothing you can do. You can try running down it, but you're just gonna get pushed back up. It's like, well, I'm trapped now. Yeah. See, escalators.
That's great. And then the trolleys started going over each other, didn't they? That's Wow, what an end to the podcast. Anyway, should we wrap it up, lads?
Yeah,
if you want.
Can do, yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having our first guest on. We might have her back on in the future, who knows?
The inaugural guest.
The first ever guest. I mean, you've
this on your CV.
Hey, do you know what, Kristy? You're my favourite guest on this podcast. My favourite guest on this podcast.
I'm the only one.
You're not my favourite guest.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. It's been a pleasure. If you haven't already, hit like, and if you've watched all the way through, congratulations, because you are one of the few. Liked, and make sure you've subscribed. Kristy, is there anything you want to promote? Anything you want to shout out? Your Instagram, TikTok?
My TikTok is Anne Webley, and my Instagram is just Kristy Webley.
Yeah, so, I will put the links in Josh's face because it's a middle name, Josh.
Makes sense.
I will. I'll put the links to your stuff in the bio as well, Kristy, so it'll be down there if anyone wants to go find it.
Thank you, Kristy.
It's been a pleasure.
Cheers, Kristy.
Thank you very much, and thank you everyone for watching, and goodbye.